So you're bored in GTA Online. That's happened to me many times, and I've dealt with that issue by coming up with different fun things to do. So let's get into this video on stuff you could do when you're bored in GTA Online. Starting off with the very first thing is going to be a little RP scenario you could do by yourself or with friends. Now, I tend to do this every once in a while, and it's honestly a ton of fun. So I bring my car to the airport and I hop in a plane. The best part is you don't need to have any money to do this. You can hop in planes that just spawn in free mode. So here's what happens. You head to the airport, you jump inside your private jet, you head to the runway, pretend it is completely real life. Don't forget, this is all role play. You could do it by yourself or with friends, like I said. You head onto the runway, pretend you're an entire pilot and everything like that, and then you take off in your plane once you hit 80 knots, V1, all that kind of bullshit. You're in the sky, you're cruising, and then out of nowhere, your engines fail. The entire aircraft shuts off, and you need to find a safe place to land. From this point, you could create any RP scenario you want. In this example, all I do is land safely in a parking lot on Vespucci Beach. If you wanted to, and you're with friends, you could tell your friend to call mercenaries on you, so when you land, people try to come and kill you. And then from that point, you need to kill them, get a car, drive off, and then do something else. Grab another plane at Sandy Shores, for example. There's so many things that you could do expanding on this idea. And I tend to make a lot of videos on PC. Even this entire video was filmed on PC in story mode using mods. And sometimes when I'm finished making that video or recording it, I just do stuff like this because it just lets me relax for a little bit before I have to take the next step in editing. Anyways, you guys can come up with all kinds of different scenarios what to do after that. I'm going to show you how to make this work in GTA Online properly. It's really simple. All you need to do is grab your heavy sniper, and then each of the engines on your private jet, you're just going to shoot them a couple times. If you shoot them 3 times, you have roughly 3 minutes before your plane shuts down after you start the engines up. I tend to shoot each engine 3 times and then I take off. And after that, 3 minutes later, the engines completely shut down, and wherever you are, you need to try to land safely, and then everything is up to you. Anything can happen. You could pretend that there's a random NPC that is trying to kill you, they don't see you, you kill them. Anything can happen, use your imagination, and just have fun with it. Like I said, I do this after recording videos, because don't forget, gaming is all about having fun. If you're just gonna game and be a complete tryhard and sweat the entire time, how is that fun? You're trying to enjoy the game as much as you can. I mean, if sweating is what you like to do, then, that's you. But for me personally, I enjoy using my imagination, trying to come up with fun scenarios by myself or even with friends, which you're going to see further through this video. But anyways, this is just one scenario you could do with thousands of possibilities for what could come out of it at the end. Just use your imagination and make up things as you go. This next one is pretty obvious, and it's something that we've definitely all done in the past. Raid the military base. Drive inside with a car that can withstand 12 homing missiles. For example, the 300R, which I'm using right now, or even the Deity. Once you get in, you could do whatever you want. You could just drive around, throw sticky bombs, grenades, and shoot your micro SMG and pretty much kill anything that gets in your way. One goal you could have is try to steal a military jet, like the Laser, which we used to do back in the day before you could purchase it, which honestly is a huge throwback. You could also steal a tank, once again, a huge throwback, or you could try to raid inside of the air traffic control tower in the military base, kill everybody in there, and what I did in this exact scenario was throw sticky bombs on all of the planes that were surrounding the area, run inside the control tower, kill everybody in there, and then blow up everything within the base, run outside, grab a tank, and then demolish everything in there. And if you really want to, you could get a cargo bob, bring a tank in or something else that is overpowered, and then just demolish everything in the base. You got to admit, it's never not fun to do this, because there's always gonna be NPCs spawning constantly in tanks, military vehicles, and everybody is constantly shooting you in a confined area. And it's just a ton of fun to destroy all of them, because it's just fun. I can't really say anything else other than that. It's a ton of fun, and if you've never done this before, What have you been doing in GTA 5? This is what we used to do back in the day, and it was an absolute blast. Next up is going to be dealing with pedestrians. Every single one of you guys watching this video has dealt with them before, and they're absolute dickheads. They get in your way constantly, and they're just a pain in the ass. The Brigade 6x6 is the way to go, and I'm going to show you exactly why this is the best vehicle to use. First off, you can get it completely free, pretty much. All you gotta do is complete a couple missions, and you make over $1 million as a bonus for completing these missions. And in order to get this thing, all you gotta do is complete the first dose missions. You complete the last dose missions on top of that, you make another $500,000, which is awesome. So this vehicle is completely free. And just to show you how overpowered it is, here is 4 airport buses in front of it. And you can see it literally pushes all of them out of the way, and then keeps plowing straight through them. Obviously, it's not the strongest thing in the entire world, but it can get through all of them, compared to other vehicles that have the same capabilities, or so we thought. And when it comes to planes, I mean, this thing will literally just plow straight through it. It just crashed into a jet, no worries whatsoever. A little private jet, it didn't even see it, like it's invisible. And then you have the ramp buggy. This thing is a lot of fun against cars on the highways, but when it comes to bigger vehicles, I mean, you just saw what it did. It barely did anything. Obviously, it depends on the angle that you actually hit it from. And with the ramp buggy, like I said, smaller vehicles, from little sedans or coupes to SUVs, the ramp buggy is perfect. But if you want the all-time best vehicle, the Brigade 6x6 is the way to go. You're also probably thinking of the Phantom Wedge. The issue with that thing is it tends to spin out a lot, mainly when it comes into contact with larger vehicles, like trucks or buses. I used to use the Phantom Wedge all the time because it was amazing at plowing through practically anything during the time it was released. But since then, a couple new vehicles have come out, and they're amazing. Once again, the Phantom Wedge is still great at plowing through regular vehicles, like just small cars and SUVs. But big vehicles, you see them around GTA every once in a while, you try to ram into one of those, you'll either spin out or come to a complete stop or flip over with the ramp buggy or the Phantom Wedge. But then there's also something called the Bruiser. Apocalypse, Nightmare, or Future Shock, this thing is a beast. It has plasma turrets, it has a jump boost, it has mines you can plant, and this thing is insane. I have to say, in terms of vehicles to destroy other vehicles with, in terms of ramming, number 1 is the Brigade 6x6. Number 2 is the Bruiser. This thing is a beast. It can smash through pretty much anything. And like I said, it has some extra perks as well. It's insane. I highly recommend buying this. But at the same time, the Brigade 6x6, you can get that shit for free by completing those missions. It's a ton of fun, and I'd highly recommend it. Next up is first person. I'm assuming most of you guys watching this video right now probably play GTA 5 or many other games on Xbox 360 and PS3. And if you played GTA 5 back then, we did not have access to first person. There was a couple glitches to give you access to first person, but at the same time, it wasn't really first person. You kind of just do this weird glitch on a roller coaster, and it just wasn't it at all. But now we actually have access to it, and it looks beautiful on next-gen consoles, even on last-gen consoles, and on PC. It's phenomenal, but we never use it. In PvP, or even at heists, or honestly, 99% of the time, most of you guys probably never actually use first person. So every once in a while, it's actually kind of fun to drive around in first person and just do some random shit. Literally anything, even missions. It's actually so much fun because it's a completely different perspective from what you were doing earlier. It feels completely different. And if you haven't done this before, I'd highly recommend, whenever you hop on GTA, for that session's time period, try to do everything in first person. Some of it may feel awkward, but at the same time, it'll feel completely different, like you're playing a different game. This is how it feels for me. For some people, it may feel different. For other people, it may be just like, what the hell is this? I hate it completely. But at the same time, I just have a lot of fun doing stuff by myself. Like, for example, flying planes, driving cars, killing people because, you know, it's GTA 5. Literally doing anything you want. Once again, like I said at the very start of the video, use your imagination, have fun, it's a video game, do what you want to do to enjoy your time playing the game. That's pretty much it. Either way, playing in first person gives you a different perspective on the game, and it's honestly a ton of fun. I apologize for this video being so long. I'm going to try to wrap these last couple things up fairly quickly. Next is going to be challenges. One of my favorite challenges to do is using the scramjet to try to land on the Mile High Club. This is a ton of fun. It took my friends a while to try and do this. We had an entire challenge to see who could land on it first, and whoever landed on it first did not have to buy pizza. The other two had to play rock, paper, scissors to buy pizza, and thank God I did not have to do it. But honestly, you can do whatever you want with this. There's so many fun little challenges you could do, specifically with the scramjet and many other vehicles that have the same capabilities, or you can come up with things on your own. I came up with this years ago. I was like, yo, first person to land on top of the Mile High Club with the scramjet doesn't have to buy pizza. Whoever doesn't, rock, paper, scissors, and then boom, whoever loses buys pizza for everybody. So honestly, it's a bunch of fun. Challenges like this are just some things that can make the game a little bit more fun when you're bored. I did save the best for last, and it's going to be hide and seek. In this area is where I normally play it. In a 2-block radius roughly around this area. My friends and I all team up together, we play hide and seek. One person seeking, the other people will go around and dress up as an NPC. They can either stand on the streets, walk around, drive cars, pretty much do anything they want. One person is seeking, and you can make up the rules. They can either shoot as many people as they want, do whatever they want, or they have X amount of guesses, which also includes bullets. So if you have 5 guesses, you have 5 bullets. You shoot, if it's not them, that's 1 guess. You can honestly have a ton of fun. For example, right here, which one is me? I am dressed as a free mode male. You have no idea who I am. Here it is. I am the guy on the far right with my phone out. There I am right there. You'd have no idea who I am in free mode in GTA Online. Like I said, it's a ton of fun to do this. You gotta end up going with the flow though. If your friend guesses and it's not you or any of your friends and all the pedestrians start scrambling around and the cars start flying across the streets, you got to adapt to the scenarios that are happening. And if that doesn't happen, that's perfectly fine. Just pretend you are an NPC, and I'm telling you, you will have so much fun driving by your friend or walking right past them, and they have no idea that that's actually you. They just think you're an NPC. You could change your walking style. You could start running. Do whatever you need to do. Just have fun with it. Like I said, these are things to do when you're bored in GTA Online. And believe me, I have many, many other things you could do when you're bored in GTA Online, because I've been playing GTA for well over 8 years now, every single day. So if you guys want some more fun stuff to do when you're bored, drop a like on this video. This video could hit 267 likes. I will post another episode. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of these down below in the comments section. And if you try them out, let me know how much fun you had. And if you have some other ideas of what you guys do when you want to have fun in GTA 5 when you're bored, comment it down below for other people to try out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.